So the second part of our journalizing lesson is to do the posting process. So what I did was I opened problem 9.1a, where the problem has already been journalized and most of it has already been posted. I can tell that by the references that are listed here. But I want to show you the procedure without having to do the whole problem. So where I'm at is I'm at the point where I need to post my last 2 journal entries. And one of them is a sale on account, and the second is a sales return on account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus right now on the top one to give myself the most room. So right now I have to journalize this one, and then at the end we will do the schedule of accounts receivable. So all of these are us selling to customers. So to post the problem, we go to our general ledger, which is listed below, accounts receivable, and this is how far we are. So you post each line one by one. So I have March 23rd. It says J, but it's just page 57, general journal. So I'll just put a 57 to keep it simple. And I have a debit of accounts receivable of 189. And then I will add that to the balance. So I'm waiting on 563, and now I added another 189, so my customers owe me 752. And this is account number. Accounts receivable is 214. That should actually be a 114. So I'm going to change that. Accounts receivable are 100s. So 114 to accounts receivable. And we've done that in the past, but the new part is it also mentions price savings and loan. So we need to go down to price savings and loan in our subledger, which is underneath, shown in green. And I find price savings and loan, which is listed here. And I also post it there so we know individually which customer owes us what. Page 57, debit of 189. They already have a balance outstanding with us of 57.50, so I add that to it, and now they owe us 246.50. Now this is new, so watch. We go to 114, which it was already posted. We put a slash mark, and then either a check mark or a star, and that shows that we posted not only to the accounts receivable account, but also to the price account in the subledger. And that's all there is that's new to it. So the rest of this I'm going to breeze through. So now I need to go back to the general journal, and I need to post to sales and the sales returns. So my sales is listed here. I once again am going to have, this is the 23rd, page 57, credit of 180, and I add them together. I'll go as fast as I can for you. And then I go back up to the top and I put their account number to prove we did it. They're 411. And then I actually also have sales tax, which is above it because it's a credit. And I am charging $9 in sales tax on the 23rd. Page 57, credit of $9, and I add that to it. If you notice, the 150 right here was a return. And then on my sales tax account should be 214. And that's how you post. I'm going to do one more just to show you the reverse end. So now we have a sales return. We never debit sales. We always have the sales return account. And this is on the 24th. So the same company is making a return. We're issuing them a credit back. And it's going to be $25 debit. So we've had a total returns of 55, and I put 412 on my account. I have to give them back their portion of sales tax, which this was our sales tax account. It's starting to get cut off, but down here. So on the 24th, I return my sales tax, page 57, and this is where it becomes a debit of 125, and I subtract that from the sales tax I'm holding for the government. And now my sales tax balance is 102. Sales tax was account 214. I post that, and then I post the actual accounts receivable I'm waiting on. So on the 24th, page 57, I'm returning 26.25. So I subtract that from here, and my balance is 726.52. Now that is in yellow for a reason. So right now I just posted to accounts receivable, but don't forget we have to post to the subledger. So I'm going to go back to the price account. Stop. Go back to the price account, and I need to take away $26.25. So our customers And I apologize, this one right here, they charged $189. We should have added $189, not subtracted it. So that should have been a credit when we charged on account. No, I think I'm losing my mind. That should have been a debit. Debit balance is accounts receivable is what they owe. Please excuse me. 24th, we are giving back. We're taking away, we're crediting $26.25 from what they owe us, and that's when I subtract. So prices balance, they now owe us $220.25. So we need to keep track of them individually. So that's the posting process. Don't forget, go back 114, and now it's a slash and a check. And that proves that I posted to the right place. It's an easy habit to forget doing, so I never post the check mark until I actually do it. All right, once we finish, we have to complete a schedule of accounts receivable, and that's underneath of the subledger, and it looks like this. And it's the name of the company. Instead of saying trial balance, it's called a schedule, and the date. And then it lists all of our accounts, and we find a balance. So what I'm going to do up top, as small as I can, is I'm going to go to my subledger, and I'm going to look at each account and their balance. Whatever they owe, the bottom number. So All-Star Legion's most recent up-to-date balance is $143. Then I click up top and I go through my list. Cox owes us $16.80. You can hit equals or type them in, doesn't matter. Dixon owes us $56.70. Missing the next one. Morales is $47.85. And then we get back to price that we were just working with. They owe us $220.25. And our last one, Tucker Funeral Home from last week, was $241.50. And then we need to add these up and make sure that everybody owes us the right amount. And that number should look familiar. So we have $726.52 that their customers owe to us. And when you go back up to your accounts receivable, the total in the accounts receivable subledger should be the same as the number down the bottom. So my schedule of accounts receivable is the same as my accounts receivable in my ledger. Let's see if I can make that so you can see the whole thing. Still no. My subledger is equal to the accounts receivable balance. See? Accounts receivable. And once those two equal, you know you're right, and that's it for our lesson. So you're going to be doing the next couple problems, 9.1b, which is very similar, and 9.2b, which is doing it from the purchaser end with the schedule of accounts payable. Thank you.